Good evening and welcome again to the reading of the book of the prophet of Isaiah, chapter 13, 14, and 15. Reading of the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 13, 14, and 15. Chapter 13. The burden of Babylon which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up the banner upon the high mount, exalt the voice upon them, shake the hand that they may go into the gates of the nobles. I have commanded my sanctified ones, I even have called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the hosts of the battle. They come from a far country, from the end of heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole of Israel. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be like flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light, and the sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. There shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every man into his own land. Every one that is found shall be thrust through, and every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. The children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. The houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished. Behold, I'll stir up the Medes. Against them we shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of Chaldees, excellency shall be as when God overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dealt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there more, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there. The houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces. And a time is near to come, and a day shall not be prolonged. Chapter 14. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and will let choose Israel, and set them in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined unto them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. And they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give rest from the sorrow, and from the fear, and from the hard bondage wherein thou wast made to serve, that thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased, and the golden city ceased? For the Lord has broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth. The whole earth is at rest and is quiet, they break forth into singing. As the fir tree rejoiceth thee, and the cedars of Lebanon, saying, Since thou art laid down, no feller is come up against us. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirred up the dead for thee, even the chief ones of the earth. It has raised from the thrones all the kings of nations. All this shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we are? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the viols. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will also sit upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yes, thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness, and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners? All the kings of the nations, even all them, lie in glory, every one in his own house. But thou art cast out of the grave like an abominable branch, and as the raiment of those who go down to the stones of the pit, as a carcass trodden under feet. Thou shalt not be joined with them in burial, because thou hast destroyed the land and slain thy people, and the seed of evildoers shall never be renowned. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, says the Lord of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name, the remnant, the son, the nephew, says the Lord. I will also make it a possession for the bitter and the pools of water. I will sweep it with the besom of destruction, says the Lord of hosts. The Lord of hosts is sown, saying, Surely as I have thought, so shall it come to pass, as I have purposed, so shall it stand. Then I will break the Assyrian in my land, and then shall his yoke depart off from them, and his burden brought off from the shoulders. This is the purpose that is purposed upon them, upon the whole earth, and this is the hand that is stretched forth upon the nations. For the Lord of hosts has proposed, and who shall disannul? And his hand is stretched out, who shall turn it back? In the year the king Ahaz died was this burden. Rejoice not thou, whole Palestina, because the rod of him that smote thee is broken. For out of the serpent's root shall come forth the cockatrice, and his fruit shall be a fiery flying serpent. And the firstborn of the poor shall feed, and the needy shall lie down in safety. And I will kill thy root with famine, and he shall slay thy remnant. Howl, O gate, O city, thou whole Palestina, art the dissolved, for there shall come from the north a smoke, and none shall be alone in his appointed times. What shall one then answer the messengers of the nation, that the Lord has founded Zion, and the poor of his people shall trust in it? Chapter 15. The burden of Moab. Because in the night Ar of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence, because in the night Kir of Moab is laid waste and brought to silence. He is gone up to Budget and to Dibon, the high places to weep. Moab shall howl over Nebo, and over Mebida. On all their heads shall be baldness, and every beard cut off. In their streets shall they gird themselves with sackcloth, and the tops of their houses, and in their streets every one shall howl, weeping abundantly. And Heshbon shall cry, and Elilah, their voice shall be heard even unto Jahaz. Therefore the armed soldiers of Moab shall cry out, his life shall be grievous unto them. My heart shall cry out for Moab, his fugitives shall flee unto Zoar. And heifer of 3 years old, or by the mountain of Luhith with weeping shall they go it up. For in the way of Horonaim there shall raise up a cry of destruction, for the waters of Nimrim shall be desolate. For the hay is withered away, the grass faileth, and there is no green thing. Therefore the abundance they have gotten, and that which they have laid up shall they carry away to the brook of the willows. Therefore the abundance they have gotten, and that which they have laid up shall they carry away to the brook of the willows. For the cry is gone round about the borders of Moab, the howling thereof to Eglaim, and the howling thereof unto Berelim. For the waters of Dimon shall be full of blood, and I will bring more upon Dimon, lions upon him that escapeth of Moab, and upon the remnant of the land. Here ends the reading of the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, 14, and chapter 15.